some backstory on this. This is something that I didn't really invent it myself. It was initially actually let me step back even further. So when I first got in this business, I wanted to be an internet nerd, right? That's all I knew. That's all I understood. And I was online trying to sell things. It was really cool. And one day there was this guy. He was one of my early mentors that I really looked up to. His name was Armin Ward, and he was talking about he had this seminar at the time called the Big Seminar, and it was an internet marketing seminar where you could learn how to be an internet marketer. I'm like, well, I'm doing internet marketing. It'd be cool to like see how to grow it. Plus, it'd be cool to see to actually meet other
Hi,
entrepreneurs.
hi.
I'm not sure about you guys, but I always said that being an entrepreneur is like the loneliest job in the world, right? Like
Many times
it's
it happens
half
that
the times like your
you know
spouses don't
we take
understand what
some
you're
New
doing,
Year's
right? They feel
resolution
like you're like the weird guy, right? And
and
so I didn't have any like
then we
freaking
try
dreams. I'm
to
like, I can go sell
build
cars.
upon that.
I had to go get
Okay.
$2,000 from my bank account,
In
$2,000 I could go
your journey also,
build this
if you
brand
have
and let's go
taken
go
any
go.
New Year's
I was
resolution,
so excited. So
type into the
we went to
comment
this event,
box New Year's
and we
resolution.
got there.
Okay.
There's about 500 people in the room,
So when
and the
we
first day I
take
had
that,
had out
make that New Year's
and I'm so
resolution,
excited.
and what we
The first thing he
do
gets
is
up there and he
we
starts
start
speaking, and he speaks for like
planning
20
on that
minutes.
big
And
way,
then when
big
he's
way.
done,
If you have,
he
and
tells
mostly the resolutions
everybody
of
to
New
sit
Year
down.
are
There's
on
no
the
couch. I think it was like 2 grand.
improvement of the health.
And I was like, that was really
Okay,
cool. And all of a sudden I looked around.
and
I saw all these
you
people
are so
just
pumped
jumping
up.
around.
You have
They were
decided
throwing
that
money
you
in the
will
back,
wake up
and they were
early.
throwing money in this
You will
guy.
wake up early, and
And like,
then you will
I wasn't like gonna
go
bet
for
$100,
some
but
exercise.
the
You will
guy
go
made
for
like
jogging.
4%.
You have set up your alarm.
That guy made just
Your
60
alarm
grand.
rings,
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And
and
like next speaker gets up, and he's selling like a
what happens?
$5,000 package.
What
He goes
happens is
he goes through the whole pitch.
your
And
mind
anyway,
tells you
everyone runs to
it is so early, my
books the
dear
back.
friend. It is
And sure
just the
enough,
first day of the
that
year,
day
and you
turned
have
into
got
like
so
it
many
gets to
days
100
left
grand. Next speaker for 3
into
days.
this
And
year.
I'm watching this. And at the time, and some
And
people
today
don't know this
also,
today, but at the time I was a shy
just 5 minutes
entrepreneur.
will
I didn't
not
get on a computer.
hamper
I didn't dare
anything.
talk in front of people. Didn't dare to
And what you
do that
do
stuff.
is
But
you
I was like, this
snooze
was
the
so
alarm
cool.
for
And then
5
I'm like, okay,
minutes.
we got to learn how to do this because that was
After
amazing.
5 minutes,
I'd never seen
it
somebody
again
make
rings.
$100,000 in 90 minutes before.
This time
That was
also your
awesome.
mind says
I
it
got
is
bigger
too
than that.
early.
So kind of started
Just
my whole
5:05.
my journey to kind of figure
Five
out
more
how to
minutes
never slow
won't
down.
hurt a bit.
And back then
What
it
you
was
do
just
is
my first ever
you
like
again
product
snooze the
was
alarm.
teleseminars initially. So I started kind of testing selling
What does it have to
teleseminars with
do
like
with
talking to people to dress up. So sure
us?
enough, teleseminars kind of exist ahead of time. And first I
What
got on
this
teleseminar, I was
thing
just talking about
has
how to try to
the
sell people stuff. And
importance and
sometimes it
impact
worked, and
into the
sometimes it didn't.
practical world.
And
What this
it
kind
wasn't
of
every week or
small
every month.
snoozing
And
habits
I would try something. I
do
would
to
try
you,
something weird. I'd try
to your
this and do
life,
that.
to
And
your
sometimes it
career,
wouldn't.
to your
And it
business,
wouldn't
to your
work.
profession,
And eventually I kind of
to your
started realizing,
growth,
okay, when
to
I
your
do stuff like this,
success?
when I do things like this, nobody buys, right?
I still
And
remember
again, I was never a good
I
student,
used
but
to have good
when I
communication skills
when I
because my
learned this,
childhood
it was going to make my life
was a great
be
childhood,
a
and
career
my
based
parents had,
certain project based.
raised me well. They had taught
And
me many
around that
things.
time, this
I
guy
started
was
doing my
one of
work,
the
and
most
I was getting
successful
successful by the day.
online marketers I've ever met. He had this course called Teleseminar
After
Secrets.
a period of
It was
time, what happened was
$1,000, and
that
he
my
was making
growth rate
$1,000
came
a
down.
month, and they did it through
I thought
teleseminars.
it was
So
just
the best thing is, day after
probably a
day,
phase
these
of economy,
teleseminars turned into
economic
an
shift.
sales course. And
Then my growth
he
became
was so
stagnant.
nervous. I'm like, how do you go
I
$1,000
was
a
a bit
month? Do
worried,
I dare
and
you?
my
And then he
growth
do it.
started,
And finally, one of
business
my
growth
friends said, hey,
started going into
can
the
we go somewhere
negative
together?
trajectory.
To go do something. He's like, how much money do you make in a
I
month?
realized that
And there's two
something
things
was
that
going on wrong. Something was
$1,000
going
a month
on
made a
very,
difference.
very
One
wrong.
was the time I remember.
So I
He said,
started soul
if you
searching.
make one or two extra sales from one
And what I
teleseminar,
found
no
out
matter what
was
idea you get for this course,
there were some
like
issues
that
related to
$8,000 could have doubled
communication
in
where
that one year.
people were
And so
not
for me,
finding
it's like
connection with me.
weird, like
And connection is
that's
very
one of my
much
great things
important
about
into
this. I sell
communication.
people stuff all the time.
If you
And if I'm
think
going to be
that connection
good selling stuff, I got to be
is
completely
a
honest with
part of
people. Not just
communication,
like
it
but
must be there in the
yo,
communication.
this is it. I bought
Please
this thing. It
comment
was on teleseminars.
connection into the
So
comment
it was
box.
the first time I'd ever thought about like the process. Like
So
what do you
it was
actually
not
say?
that, I was
What do
speaking
you do?
bad words or I
And part of
was
that was
behaving
just
rudely with the
in order just
people.
to lock me in.
However,
So whenever
people,
again,
I was not connecting
he
with
kind
the
of started
people.
talking about like his script and like how he did things.
So
And he's like, oh, so I started
I
taking this
tried,
class, and he was
patchwork.
betting against me.
I bought some, motivational books. I read the motivational stories, and what I thought was that let me talk with the people, you know, while talking with the people, let me, tell them stories so they will feel connection because stories always connect people. That didn't work out either because those were the stories of other people. Those were not my stories. And stories connect where only when when those stories are yours. So this shortcut didn't work. And if you really believe that shortcuts do not work, please type into the comment box that shortcuts do not work. Now, I was really worried because there were some things that were bothering me, that I am doing something wrong. I bought few self-help books. I hired a coach. When I hired a coach, I realized what was my mistake. And this mistake almost everybody does, whether you are in a business, whether you are in a job, whether you are at a managerial level, whether you are in a profession. This mistake is initially you are so vibrant and communicating with everyone that everybody connects with you. But after a point of time, what happens is you lose your connection. You lose your connection with the people. You start getting bored, and you start to you start avoiding the communication with the people because you know the mindset tells you that you should have all those respect. You need not communicate with the people because you are an established brand. Now few people know you, few people know your business, few people buy from you, few people in the top management know you. Well, you are a brand now. Now people should come to you. Why you would go to people? But in this phase, you forget that world is always changing. You are here. You are stuck here. But the world is constantly changing. Technology is changing. People are changing. Demography is changing. And political scenario is changing. But you are stuck over here. You are simply not moving ahead. And what happens is, even if your mind tells that you need to change, you keep on hitting that snooze button. You hit that snooze button so many times that it becomes, you know, uh, the default protocol of your mind to hit the snooze button every time. And you do not reskill, upskill, or acquire new skills. What happens is you start getting down, down, and down. And in this scenario, your growth stucks. There was the way. There was the way for me, wherein I read few books, I took help of my coaches, mentors, and I came out. Post that, for past 15 years, my growth has been spectacular because what I understood was it was not enough to acquire the skills once. It is always, you know, the need to reskill and upskill yourself on whatever level of the expertise you are. On whatever level of the expertise you are, there is always one next level, and there is always the need to remember the lower levels and to help people with my experience and my expertise in creating leaders, in coaching leaders. What I've decided is to give free coaching for the month of December 2020. There are few classes I have planned for entire month which are more than 2 lakhs value that I am giving free to everybody.
And
Who, hi Tanya, how are you?
I got hit by just being an event.
I am planning to
Massively
give this, to
wanted
free
to
to
the
anybody
same thing,
who
after
registers.
an amazing presentation, I'm like, okay, this time
And if you want to
I
be
kind of did
part
my
of
own
this,
face off.
like
The
this
way I
video,
sold it, and I kind of
and comment
so kind of
on
mentally
this
changed
video that
my
you
pitch.
want to
I
learn,
feel like last time I was insulting their
you
intelligence,
want
and I know
to,
like on that other screen you can't do that. So
reskill, you want to upskill,
I'm just gonna be like straight up. So go to the guy's
I'll
event.
be sending
See him
you
on stage. His room's a little
the
small.
link to join.
I do my presentation. At the end of it,
I'll be sending you
it's
the
quite
link to
priceless.
join.
Like looking back on it now, it's funny to me, but
And on
I'm
next
certainly
month,
not gonna be one of the
Sunday,
first speakers to
15th of
insult
the
their intelligence.
November, 11
Talk about
o'clock,
this is worth
we are doing a
$200. It's
webinar.
gonna talk about prices. It's
And
$997,
I'll be selecting
and
people from this webinar
you know how valuable it is.
because I am going to do it on a masterminding
And
pattern.
same thing.
So in a mastermind,
I've
I
sold
want
different
to have
institutions.
selected
I
few
work in a city.
people
If I let
whom
my
I
people
can
decide what
groom
they want to do,
properly, whom I can
you
teach
have to figure out
properly.
what the hell other people are doing to figure out
So if you want to be
how they
part
can
of the selection
obviously
process,
not that good. I
and
gotta be able to
if you
make
want to
something.
understand the
And so that was
basics
this is 10
of
years ago now.
you know
It's crazy.
of this
And
coaching
that whole
program,
experience happened.
please join
And
us
so
on the
so by the time I started speaking, I was
webinar
like, yeah, it's
on
pretty good. I started looking around,
15th
seeing
of
who
November
were some
2020.
mentors I had and stuff like that. And
How to
my
join?
one of my top mentors
Put
was
in
a guy named
comments here and
and
we will
I
reach out
went to
to
one of
you.
his events, and again, I saw the same
Ladies and gentlemen,
front and the back.
this is
It was
Amit
awesome.
Kumar Uparelia
And
signing off
so
for the day.
I went back to
Thank you
the
very much.